This new brand extension in FWE has opened up so many opportunities for the men and women on the respective rosters. However, with the splitting off of the current title belts, it now leaves. Saturday Night Smash without a men's world champion, tonight we begin to remedy that problem. During the next few weeks, you will see a series of fatal four-way qualifying matches. The winners of those matches will go on to participate in one final fatal four-way match in Fantasia. And the winner of that match will be declared the new FWE Universal Heavyweight Champion. I want to wish all tournament participants the best of luck. And with that, let's get started with tonight's episode of Saturday Night Smash.
From the ashes of humble beginnings, rise the sense of regeneration, signaling the dawn of a new age. The foundations of the old and antiquated, now demolished, and in its place the newly built pillars of fearlessness and opportunity. Dreams are clearer, expectations are set higher, and the quest for championship gold is even stronger than it's ever been before. At one time or another, everything goes through a period of evolution. The world of wrestling is no different. Welcome to a new age. Welcome to a new era. Welcome to a new FWE.
Episode of Saturday Night Smash. I'm Seth Cole alongside the Wayfinder Cruiser Champion Jack Mitchell. And Jack, how about the bombshell that was just dropped on us by Commissioner Nick Fury?
How about it indeed? We've got a new tournament getting underway here for the new Universal Heavyweight Championship. You can see what the belt looks like there in the middle of the graphic. A bunch of fatal four-ways, some new names we haven't seen in FWE. We're getting ready to determine our first Universal Champion. That'll be at Fantasia.
See the first of those fatal four-ways here tonight. Cannot wait to see who eventually will make their way to Fantasia for that brand new belt, almost similar to like what the women's are doing over on Thursday Night Throwdown. Is of course there is a vacant championship there as well.
Making his way to the ring, representing the corporation from the 70s, weighing in at 185 pounds,
Shaggy Rogers, the winner of the Guardians of the Ring tournament, failed to capture the title at Combat Evolved, but last week, during the draft, Saturday Night Smash, a victory over Baymax, maybe trying to turn the momentum back in the right direction, get back into a world title picture once again.
It's like that's exactly what he's out here to try and get done tonight. You know, when he won the Triwizard Championship for the first time all the way back at the initial Fantasia PLE all that time ago, he was only the champion for about a week, lost the belt immediately in a rematch, and never really had any kind of contender opportunity until recently at Combat Evolved. So Shaggy's determined to make sure he does not fade into obscurity here once again.
About Fantasia, of course, first time that we are revisiting a PLE Sunday, August 2nd. Hope you guys enjoyed for that. Shaggy was certainly like lightning to strike twice. I don't believe that I saw his name in that graphic there for that Fatal 4-Way tournament, but at some point he would like to get back into a world title picture. As you mentioned, a former Triwizard champion, but boy, what a task he's got tonight.
Absolutely.
weighing in at 155 pounds, the Spider-Man.
The reason we say a tall task is for two reasons. One, this is Spider-Man's FWE debut, but even more so, Nick Fury had the confidence in this man to name him the #1 pick last Saturday night on Saturday Night Smash during the draft.
Yeah, it is certainly massive expectations being placed on his shoulders here tonight, because that's a whole lot of confidence and trust that you're putting in somebody who has never wrestled inside an FWE ring to be your first pick in the draft. Spider-Man will have a lot to prove here as he takes on Shaggy Rogers here tonight.
You mentioned the word prove. I think that's something that both of these individuals have in their mind right now. Shaggy Rogers trying to keep that wave of momentum going. Spider-Man looking to prove to Nick Fury that choosing him as the #1 draft pick was not the wrong decision. Almost feels like the gravitas of this type of a matchup is must win on both sides.
Could very well be the case. Here we go.
Collar and elbow lock up here in the center of the ring. Little test of strength. Obviously, Spider-Man gives up some size to Shaggy. Both of them, though, we know, like to be able to use their aerial, well, I was going to say their aerial prowess to their advantage, but a little miscalculation there by Spider-Man. That's going to be an interesting thing here as well. I mean, obviously Shaggy Rogers, a seasoned veteran, has been here ever since the inception of FWE. We already documented a former Tri-Wizard champion, Guardian of the Ring tournament. Spider-Man's still looking to build his resume. There may be butterflies the size of eagles in his stomach tonight, which may lead to some mistakes.
Very well could. I mean, I think an early pressure test is exactly what you want in your first matchup, kind of get those butterflies over with. But I feel like at the same time, those butterflies, those nerves kind of go away the first time you get hit. So we'll see what happens and how he responds.
Nice takedown headlock here applied by Spider-Man. Looks like at least for the start of this matchup, both kind of with the mat game, the graps going on right now before we maybe enter into the brawl portion of this matchup. Maybe more mental than anything on both sides, as early cover here by Spider-Man hooks the leg on Shaggy with a kick out at 1. You had to know it was going to take a lot more than that, but Shaggy Women's going to go for another cover. And another kick out at 1.
Kick out at 1. You mentioned it was a mental thing. That basically confirms it. 2 quick covers, 2 quick kickouts, but maybe just trying to get into Shaggy's head a little bit. Ooh! I think he went for some kind of an elbow drop.
Missed the splash, and Shaggy hit his in for the cover now on Spider-Man and a kick out at 1. That's at least 2 mistakes we've seen in the early going here by Spider-Man. Now Shaggy in control. You saw earlier Spider-Man was trying to take away that vertical base of Shaggy Rogers. Now Shaggy on his feet in control.
And for Spider-Man to get back up to his feet. Kick to the gut, couple more shots. Oh man, it was a double drop kick to the side of the head.
Shaggy, one of those, kind of call him 5-tool players, brings the speed and athleticism, but also deceptively powerful. As oh my gosh! Right out here in front of us, we got a bird's eye view of the cranium of Spider-Man meeting that ring apron with the DDT.
Ernest Wright administering that 10 count. Oh, Shaggy! Oh my!
Flying senton takes out Spider-Man on the outside. Now, of course, with Shaggy exiting the ring, that resets the counts. Referee Ernest Wright back to a 1 count here. Plenty of time for both individuals to maybe utilize the elements outside here before depositing the opponent back inside of the ring.
Shaggy sent him right back into the ring. Thinking about a springboard attack. Yeah, he is, and it connects. Oh, watch out.
It got Ernest Wright as well. I'm not sure if it was the forearm of Spider-Man or if it was Shaggy's body flying backwards that caught Ernest Wright. But Ernest Wright is down as a submission applied.
I think Spider-Man realized that the referee was down and chose to let go of that submission hold. Double axe handle for good measure.
Wrong place, wrong time for referee Ernest Wright, but back to his feet as Spider-Man continues the assault, keeps the offensive on Shaggy with a Hurricane Rana. And now to the outside. Not sure exactly what he's planning here. Oh, going to go up to the top rope.
Look out here. Oh!
Double stomp to the lower back of Shaggy Rogers into the cover, and oh!
Ernest Wright might not be too pleased about that attack that connected with him.
Definitely a slow count there for Spider-Man, courtesy of Ernest Wright. Now a kick to the gut there by Spider-Man, and that might just make Spider-Man's job a little bit tougher here to be able to put Shaggy away for what looks like, according to Ernest Wright, it's going to have to be a lengthy 3. Nice takedown right there, almost a modified skull-crushing finale.
I'm going to say that looked like a skull-crushing finale of sorts. Shaggy, though, able to get back on the offensive and drops him with that clothesline.
We know about the resilience of Shaggy Rogers. He put it on display numerous times that got him to the finals and eventually had him win the Guardians of the Ring tournament. And a Lufez press laying in the right hands there to Spider-Man.
That was a vicious Bez press, and now again calling for Spider-Man to get to his feet. He's looking to finish this matchup maybe if this next attack connects.
Maybe the Scooby-Doozer! Spider-Man is down. A little bit of time to get there to the cover by Shaggy. Is it enough to put Spider-Man away in his debut? No! Spider-Man with a shoulder up.
Still enough wherewithal. Gotta wonder what that's gonna do for the mind of Shaggy as well.
Shaggy up to the top. Got a lot of distance to cover. Where is he going? Oh! Went for a massive missile drop kick and did not telegraph it.
Spider-Man gonna be wrenching on those legs.
Trying to hyperextend that knee, it looked like.
I think Shaggy might have been thinking about another Scooby-Doozer, but Spider-Man, whoa, look at that.
Hurricane Rana into a roll-up, shoulder to down, and was able to kick out at 2 with Shaggy.
They are putting on a show here so far in their first matchup. I mean, Spider-Man is certainly impressed so far as well, but it would mean a lot much more to him if he's able to come away with a victory in his first match.
Look at this! Oh, nice springboard senton! Floats into the cover, hooks the leg. Spider-Man looking to win in his debut tonight, and Shaggy gets the shoulder up. You mentioned it. You'd never think that this was the first meeting between these two. This matchup has gone on lengthy. They've had counter after counter. You'd think these guys had wrestled each other for years.
I mean, this just shows you the confidence. This shows you so far why Nick Fury was so felt so strongly about choosing Spider-Man with his first pick in the draft. He keeps up this performance. I mean, you never know. You could see huge things in his future.
Absolutely. You saw Spider-Man for a brief moment there, was eyeing the top turnbuckle. Now he's actually going to put Shaggy up on the top turnbuckle. Shaggy, realizing the situation, able to fight out of it. Oh! God! Not even sure what you would call that. He jacked the jaw of Spider-Man with both legs and now a flying crossbody.
That was a vicious crossbody. I mean, that honestly, Shaggy, now he's got the momentum back in his favor. If he hits one more big move like that, this could be the end of it.
Right forearm into the corner. Spider-Man is down. Shaggy now looking at his surroundings, maybe setting Spider-Man up for something. Maybe the Scooby-Doozer from the corner.
That could be it.
Taking a little time, now goes into the cover and hooks the leg to win here against the debuting Spider-Man, and Shaggy's momentum will continue, but what a match.
Here is your winner, Shaggy Rogers.
Take nothing away from Shaggy. I mean, that's an impressive result for him, and great for him to continue his momentum. But man, Spider-Man certainly took him to the limit tonight.
Absolutely did. Incredible matchup. Shaggy Rogers put to the test and comes through with flying colors. But a great debut for Spider-Man nonetheless. We mentioned it at the top of the night. Nick Fury told us Fatal 4-Way Tournament to determine the new Universal Heavyweight Champion. The first of those Fatal 4-Ways is up next.
The names that haven't seen before might debut in that tournament. We'll have to take a look and see coming up next after this break.
No longer are we overlooked. No longer are we forgotten. For too long, we've been put in impossible situations to fight our way back to the tag team titles. But no longer, from now on, we carve our own path. Do we have your attention now?
We're your toxic attraction, tearing the joy. We're reaction when we lock eyes. It's over, bodies crash like rollers. We're your toxic attraction, sweet venom, collective satisfaction. Hit the leg, hear the count, no distraction. You're falling for toxic attraction.
Well, certainly looks like some intentions made known by Toxic Attraction. We ended up seeing them actually attack Team Let It Go after a tag team matchup 1 week ago during the second night of the draft.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Agents from Roswell, New Mexico, weighing in at 600 pounds.
To your point, it certainly sounds like Toxic Attraction making a massive statement here. Not only that attack this past week, but now this. So we'll have to certainly keep our eyes out and see what they have in store for us. But how about this? Our first Fatal 4-Way in the Universal Heavyweight Championship Tournament, and Hulk is going to be the first participant.
Former Tri-Wizard champion would love the opportunity to go to Fantasia, fight in that final Fatal 4-Way, and maybe be the first individual to hold a world championship of both brands, both Tri-Wizard and Universal Heavyweight Champion. I mean, not very often that we end up having a Fatal 4-Way, and the first guy that comes to the ring you could see as a clear favorite, but that's kind of the case here with Hulk.
It certainly is, but Fatal 4-Way, if there's anything to keep in mind about a Fatal 4-Way match, it's chaotic. People running to break up pins, there's weapons, there's no DQs. I mean, we're going to see a lot of chaos going on here.
Did you say chaos?
From Neil Osaka, weighing in at 228 pounds, Dr. Eggman.
FWE Universe, we have come to make an announcement. Dr.
Yes, we
Eggman
have.
is in the building.
Well, we mentioned a lot of new faces that we saw during those 2 nights of the draft. Dr. Eggman was one of those faces we saw, and he gets an opportunity here tonight to maybe debut at his first PLE in a situation to become the official first Universal Heavyweight Champion.
Not certainly sure what he has in store on the physical side of things. I mean, Dr. Eggman's a guy, he tends to rely on his machines and things like that, his own inventions. We haven't really seen him get physically involved in the past before, so we'll have to see how he does stepping inside the ring this time.
Well, that's the thing, too, for the other competitors as well, right? You know, you don't necessarily know what Dr. Eggman's going to bring to the table, and in the chaos of a Fatal 4-Way, could fit right into his wheelhouse, and could maybe not. We're going to have to wait and see.
Ohio, weighing in at 226 pounds, the Machine,
So far, the Hulk, Dr. Eggman, Levi McIntyre, one thing I can tell you is we're going to have some beef in the ring for this Fatal 4-Way.
Absolutely. I mean, Levi, you know, too, he's a guy that hasn't really had many major championship opportunities in the past. I mean, he's had a few. But it certainly has been a long time since, and I don't believe he's held championship gold yet in FWE, so this would be a huge moment for him tonight to try and win this matchup and work his way towards becoming the first Universal Heavyweight Champion.
Certainly a tall task for all 16 individuals that are going to be involved in this tournament, because you know that to win the title at Fantasia, you're going to have to go through at least 6 other men. Your job's only half done here tonight if you advance. There's still another Fatal 4-Way once we get to the Fantasia PLE.
and representing the Agents from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 218 pounds, the American Dream, Sam Wilson.
a bit of an interesting scenario here for both Sam Wilson and Hulk. Of course, both out of the Avengers franchise. The only one out of this Fatal 4-Way can advance to Fantasia, but do we maybe see an alliance of sorts between Hulk and Sam Wilson, eliminate the other two and settle it amongst themselves?
I mean, that could very well be the case, but at the same time, we've seen it plenty of times before in qualifying matchups of various different kinds where those alliances are sort of temporary, especially when there's an opportunity at a future championship gold on the line.
Look at these four individuals. Statistically, the advantage goes to Hulk. He's been to the top of the mountain before, winning the Triwizard Championship. Obviously, the debut tonight for Dr. Eggman and for Sam Wilson and Levi McIntyre. This is the first time in a long time they've even been in a qualifying match for a world title. We'll see who comes out on top here. As usual Fatal 4-Way rules, referee Ernest Strike can have his head on a swivel. The pinfall submission has to take place inside the ring, but there's no countouts, there's no disqualifications. Anything basically goes in a Fatal 4-Way match.
And again, there's also the added challenge of you're going to see a lot of people running around to try to break up a pinfall or submission, so you have to make sure that the other two people in the matchup are going to be incapacitated for long enough for you to get the 3 count or to get your opponent to tap out.
It's interesting, this type of a tournament as well, with it being Fatal 4-Ways, because we saw the graphic at the beginning of the night. Obviously, the 4 individuals that are on the same side of the bracket as these gentlemen are going to be looking at whoever moves forward here as their next target to advance into the Fatal 4-Way at Fantasia. But it's one of those kind of things where you can't necessarily look ahead because there's just too much going on in the then and now.
Absolutely. I just got turned inside out by Hulk. Eggman has Sam Wilson on his shoulders. Drops across the top rope.
Just moments ago, we saw an incredible in-ring debut by Spider-Man, Dr. Eggman, with his debut here, and he's about to introduce himself to Sam Wilson via a kendo stick on the outside.
Should we be surprised that he's the first one going to use a weapon?
Of course not.
On that leg, too. The problem is, though, with these two is that they're so distracted with one another that, I was going to say Hulk had Levi in a bad situation inside the ring, but they've spilled their way out here.
Eggman now by himself inside the ring here. The rookie of the 4 right now in terms of his tenure in FWA, but a bit of a veteran move there. Stay inside the ring, let everything happen on the outside. It keeps you fresher physically.
Oh, gosh.
Big uppercut takes down Hulk. Not many individuals can do that. Let's not forget, Hulk's coming in on a losing streak. Both he and Thor suffered a tag team loss to Dylan Young and Kyle Matthews of the Thrill Seekers last week.
How often do you see a guy like Hulk just get dropped and shoved aside like Dr. Eggman? Look at that!
Not very often.
That looked like a bear hug. Covers in.
Almost very similar to the healthcare slam that Baymax has, and
Yeah, I was gonna
Levi
say.
able to break it up.
I was going to say, that looks exactly like what Baymax was using. Deceptive strike. Another one!
Gracious!
Oh,
Brain
man.
buster there, but look at Dr. Eggman. I didn't even know that was a cover. Referee Ernest Wright noticed the foot on the chest. Lackadaisical cover there by Dr. Eggman, and now just German suplexes Dr. Eggman onto Sam Wilson.
It's almost like a bit of three amigos here going on. Oh, man, a kendo stick to the dome.
Now Hulk with the cover there on Dr. Eggman. Levi McIntyre tried to break it up with the kendo stick, didn't work, and then the boot to the head did break up that pinfall attempt. Scoop slam by McIntyre. This going on inside of the ring. Hulk with a kendo stick. He's got to be aware, and I guess so much for the alliance. I was speculating at the beginning of the matchup.
Completely shattered that kendo stick over his friend's head. Meanwhile, inside the ring, the splash attempt.
Massive splash there by McIntyre, and here's the cover. Hulk not realizing the situation. Oh, and he would not have gotten there in time, I don't think. Dr. Eggman able to kick out at 2. Oh, boy. Levi's in a bad way. F5 connects. Cover by Hulk to advance to Fantasia, and Sam Wilson breaks it up.
Not necessarily in the greatest position there.
Oh, my
Wow.
German suplex through Dr. Eggman halfway across the ring, and Levi McIntyre there to break it up. It's one of the difficulties of a fatal four-way as well. We talk about it all the time. You basically have to dispose of two individuals to have it one-on-one, so that way that X Factor doesn't come in and break up the pinfall or submission. What in the world is this alliance?
I didn't think we would see a Hulk team up with somebody else to take out Sam Wilson.
I don't think Sam Wilson thought that Hulk would team up with somebody else to take out Sam Wilson. And the alliance is over just like that as Hulk with a power bomb to Levi McIntyre.
He's not done. Using that kendo stick on the outside. Dr. Eggman and Sam Wilson are distracted. This is a golden opportunity. Covers in.
Oh, and almost one hand fall away to advance into Fantasia was Hulk. Levi able to kick out at 2. Oh, full Nelson slam.
Oh! Yeah, the Hulk smash is what he calls that move, which is appropriate. But not going into the cover just yet.
Sam Wilson, scoop slam there on Levi McIntyre. Now he's going up top. Well, I thought he was going to, but Levi wisely rolled out of the ring, and Sam in there to break up that pinfall attempt that Hulk had on Dr. Eggman.
Eggman only just now working his way to his feet. This is a golden opportunity now for Sam Wilson. He's going to go to the outside, though. Or maybe he'll change his target here.
Nice takedown there on Dr. Eggman, but right behind him is Levi McIntyre. Oh, Levi setting him up for a package pile driver. Sam Wilson with a nice reversal.
That was impressive, but that just goes to show you the chaos of a fatal four-way. You hit one move on one person, but then somebody's right behind you with a kendo stick.
Gosh.
Oh, man, a back body drop.
Now a cover here by Dr. Eggman, and Levi McIntyre on the scene to break that up before it even got to a count of 2. Oh, rear naked choke. Submission on the Hulk. Dr. Eggman breaks that up. With all 4 individuals in here, it's going to be very difficult for somebody to be able to get a pinfall.
I mean, that's just how it goes with a fatal four-way, and something that you're going to have to get used to, because if you win this match, you've got another one coming at the PLE.
Sam Wilson now. Whoa, look at this. I think he might have changed his mind. He was going to go for Dr. Eggman, but instead catches Hulk with that bulldog, floats into the cover, and Levi McIntyre going to break that up. A little slow to get to that cover for Sam Wilson. He might have had a 3 if he'd been a little quicker.
Still a golden chance for Sam Wilson, though. He's going to dish out punishment. Oh, my.
Finishing right across the chest of Levi is right out here in front of us. Look out!
Oh, boy. We got
Eggman
steel chairs.
wielding a chair and throwing it down into the face of Hulk. Another scoop slam. This time he'll go up to the top. Might be setting Levi up. And he'll hit the Falcon Dive. Is Sam Wilson going to Fantasia? Cover is in. And Dr. Eggman breaks it up.
In the nick of time, Dr. Eggman got finished with Hulk and then realized what was going on. Now he's got the drop literally and figuratively on Sam Wilson, and now he's looking at Levi McIntyre.
This may not be good for Levi. What in the world is Dr. Eggman thinking? He's got Levi in the power bomb position. That's exactly what he delivers. Cover in by Dr. Eggman, and Sam Wilson able to break it up.
Not sure what that's going to do mentally for Levi. He just got hit with a pile driver of his own from Dr. Eggman, of all people.
That flurry of offense there by Sam Wilson. Meteora takes Hulk down. Another Meteora, this time to Levi.
Sam Wilson's going to go for the cover. Open up that
Eggman
one.
there on the scene.
It's the nature of a fatal four-way.
Oh, wow. Thought that was going to be a belly-to-belly suplex. It might have been a belly-to-belly throw there by Hulk to Dr. Eggman. Now he turns his attention to Sam Wilson. Shot with the kendo stick goes into the cover. And I thought that might be enough. Dr. Eggman was going to break that up, but he didn't.
He was dazed on the side of the ring, and he didn't really realize what was going on. If there was no kick out there, that would have been the end of it.
Irish whipped off the ropes. Oh my goodness. What in the world?
Whoa!
Straight to Dr. Eggman into the chosen. Look at Levi! Levi's gonna steal the pin! Levi's looking to steal. Oh, he almost did!
He
Smart.
almost got away with highway robbery right there.
Very smart there, under the radar. Almost stole his way to Fantasia, did Levi McIntyre.
Went for the electric chair on Sam Wilson. And we got turned aside. Oh, there's the power bomb again.
Can't believe the strength of Dr. Eggman.
I didn't realize he had this in him. What is he going for now? The running, almost like a splash without leaving the ground there.
Oh, look at this. Well, does use two arms, but looked like he was gonna use one arm to slam Sam Wilson down. Now goes for the cover. There's gracious.
Well, they're kicking a man while he's down, and they're throwing a steel chair at his skull while he's down.
And both hurt.
A lot.
Whoa.
Levi's really trying to steal this matchup, interrupting that attack.
This time he'll hit the package pile driver on Dr. Eggman. Hulk with a suplex on Sam Wilson.
Oh, jeez, this is so smart, though.
Hulk is down. Sam Wilson's on the outside. And now Levi goes into the cover on Dr. Eggman. Is this enough to go to Fantasia? No!
What?
Oh, wow!
You're kidding.
It looked foolproof.
Oh, man, that big kick from Eggman just dropping Hulk. Oh, Sam Wilson had a hold of the steel steps.
Sets them down, however, does not introduce them in. Hold on! Inside
Submission.
the ring! He's got a submission locked in there. Rear naked choke!
Hulk
And
tapping!
Hulk tapped out!
Here is your winner, the Machine.
You know what? After a matchup like that, I'm not surprised that we got that chaotic of an ending.
I don't know what it is. Since we entered into this new era of FWA, there have been words that have left my mouth I never thought would. Hulk tapped out. Never thought I would say those words in a million years.
That's a huge feather under the cap for Levi McIntyre, though. And coming up next, I'm going to be making my way to the ring here. I've got a bit of an open challenge business that I'm going to take part in, so we'll see what happens on the other side of the break.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, the men's cruiserweight champion, the
Well, you heard my colleague Jack Mitchell just before our last commercial break say that he's ready to issue an open challenge of sorts. So looking forward to seeing what that entails. Of course, holds the Wayfinder Cruiser Championship. And as we build our way towards Fantasia, we saw moments ago Levi McIntyre advancing his way into that final fatal four-way at Fantasia to become the inaugural Universal Heavyweight Champion. Jack Mitchell certainly, you gotta think, has got his eyes set on Fantasia. And who knows, might be searching for a future #1 contender. Understand we're gonna be hearing from him here in just a moment. Our bell ringer here has a microphone in hand and getting ready to hand it off. to Jack Mitchell. So let's listen in and see what Jack has to say here tonight on Saturday Night Smash.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk. Back at Clash on Coruscant, I finally got back the first title I won in FWE, the Wayfinder Cruiser Championship. It means a lot to me that I was able to fight for and retain this title at Combat Evolved in my hometown. I cannot thank you guys enough for your support. But with Combat Evolved and the FWE draft in the rear view, what is next for me and what is next for this championship? Truth be told, it's a new beginning here with the brand extension and with the beginning of Saturday Night Smash. And that means a new opportunity for several people, both veterans who have been on this roster since day one, and others who have yet to get their first opportunity to step inside of this ring. So with all of that in mind, I have decided that it's time for me to engage in the art of the Open Challenge. The title won't be on the line just yet because in my mind that opportunity has to be earned. But anyone can do that right here, right now. I'm going to give my absolute best, but whoever wants their big chance, it's right here. Come and get it.
Challenge has been laid down. Will anybody backstage answer the call? Oh, wow.
From the internet, weighing in at 100 pounds, King
Well, Jack and I talked about this at length the last couple of weeks during the FWE draft. Not only does this brand extension give the opportunity for new faces to be able to make their way up the FWE roster rankings, but it also maybe allows individuals who have faded a bit into obscurity to come back out into the limelight. That could be said for the former Tri-Wizard champion, King Candy, as he looks here tonight to maybe, just maybe, enter himself into the conversation for the Wayfinder Cruiser Championship, answering this non-title open challenge by champion Jack Mitchell. And here we go. Couple of former Tri-Wizard champions locking up in the center of the ring. Of course, Jack Mitchell held the Tri-Wizard championship at the same time that he had his first title reign with the Wayfinder Cruiser Championship. Not many people remember King Candy's reign with the Tri-Wizard title. It was much like Shaggy Rogers, only lasted for about a week and a half before he eventually lost the title back to Dylan Young. Crowd here in Albany certainly don't sound like they're very much on the side of King Candy. Chorus of boos raining down here in the Fantasy Dome as King Candy currently in control with that headlock. Mitchell fights out of it, Irish whips King Candy off the ropes and then takes him down with the clothesline. And then soars through the air, hits the springboard moonsault. Cover is in. Referee Ernest Wright took a little bit of time to get over there, make sure that right shoulder was down, and Mitchell only gets a 1. Right, trying to break up that move on the ropes. Ooh! Almost looked like maybe King Candy with a bit of a shortcut there. I don't know if that was a thumb to the eye. Referee Ernest Wright noticed it though. And then a DDT takes Mitchell down. Another test of strength here in the center of the ring between these two. King Candy gonna win out this time, puts Mitchell against the ropes. Again, referee Ernest Wright having to get between the two, and another cheap shot by King Candy. And now follows it up with a clothesline. Candy now perched on the middle rope, ushering Mitchell to his feet. Oh, and he's gonna hit a Meteora from the second rope. Now back up to the second rope again, this time with the double axe handle, and the champion's in trouble. Oh, and look at this. King Candy might be setting up potentially. Well, I thought he was gonna go for the sharpshooter, but instead, oh, hits the stomp to the back of the head. And it has been all challenger at this point in time. Now might be setting up for the cross-face submission in the center of the ring. Mitchell's a long ways from that bottom rope. Can he find a way to tap out? It is cinched in deep. And King Candy may have released the hold there on Mitchell, but Wayfinder Cruiser Champion is certainly worn down in the early going of this matchup as King Candy with a tomahawk chop from the top. Again, Jack Mitchell issuing this open challenge here tonight. King Candy looking to seize the opportunity, and he has been all full court press offense here since the ring of the bell. Mitchell still trying to find a swing of momentum, but instead he finds a basement clothesline. Oh, and another takedown. King Candy's able to score a pinfall or submission victory over Jack Mitchell. You'd certainly have to think that would enter him into the conversation to maybe then fight for the Wayfinder Cruiser Championship, and now Mitchell finds an opening. High jumping knee takes King Candy down. And this could be exactly what Mitchell needed to turn the tide. Top rope moonsault. Floats into the cover and a kick out at 1. Now Mitchell sets King Candy up. Whoop, might have been thinking about a back body drop. Ducks it, whoop, hang on a second though. Mitchell hoists him up into the attitude adjustment position and he'll score it. Does not go for the cover, however. Still Irish whip King Candy into the corner. Superman punch in the corner. King Candy misses with a clothesline spear. Takes down King Candy, may have sawed him in half. Cover is in, is this enough? Yes, Mitchell turns back King Candy in this open challenge.
Here is your winner, the
Well, it was certainly looking like a dire situation in the early going. King Candy had Jack on the ropes, but that one little mistake left the door open. An attitude adjustment and a spear is all it took, and Mitchell is victorious here tonight. The search for a #1 contender, I guess, continues. Jack will join me back here on commentary, and after the commercial break, the former United States champion Matt McIntyre has something to say to the FWE Universe. Well, we welcome you back here to Saturday Night Smash for Fantasy Wrestling Entertainment as my broadcast colleague Jack Mitchell joins me back here at the commentary desk. Congratulations on your victory tonight.
Thank you very much. It was a good fight from King Candy, and pretty sure you said it a few times, but basically the gist of what we're doing here, looking for possible #1 contenders. King Candy put up a good fight, but I'm not going to hold back even if it is an open challenge.
We saw you successfully defend that Wayfinder Cruiser Championship at Combat Evolved against Baymax. One individual who that PLE did not go in their favor was Matt McIntyre.
Yeah, Matt McIntyre's record-setting 333-day reign as the United States champion came to an end at the hands of Wonder Woman, of all people. Matt McIntyre said that there was no man who could defeat him for the title, and I guess Wonder Woman might have proved that to be true.
Wonder Woman winning the United States title. She was subsequently drafted over to Saturday Night Smash, as were the family. Let's see what Matt McIntyre has to say.
Wonder Woman, I know you hear me. At Combat Evolved, I walked in with 333 days of pressure on my shoulders. The weight of history, the expectations, the fear of being the guy who finally lost it all. And I'll own it. That pressure played a part. One hesitation, one mistake, and my United States Championship was gone. But so was the bird. Because now, I don't have to defend history. I get to rewrite it. You beat a champion who was carrying the world on his back. But the man standing here right now, he's lighter. He's clearer. He's more focused than he's ever been. That should scare the hell out of you. So don't hide behind the celebration. Don't hide behind the excuses. Don't hide behind that title like it's a shield. I want my rematch. If you're really ready to be the United States champion, then get out here right now, look me in the eye, and give me the rematch I deserve.
Certainly sounds like Matt McIntyre maybe a little bit more focused than he's ever been. As he said, no pressure now with the title around his waist, the historic 333-day reigns, and wants to run it back with the United States champion.
And Wonder Woman is wasting no time making her way down to the ring. A United States Championship that was in the possession of Matt McIntyre for as long as it was. We'll see what the response is, although I don't expect that she's going to chicken out of this.
Look, Matt, before Combat Evolved, I respected your status as United States champion and met every demand that you had of me. But now the shoe is on the other foot. Now I'm the one with the championship. And while I have no problem with you getting your title rematch, I feel that now, as champion, I have the right to be able to make demands myself. You see, I'm not bitter about it, but let's be honest. You had me jumping through hoop after hoop after hoop, trying to make it nigh on impossible for me to become the #1 contender. And I overcame every single obstacle that you threw in my way. So therefore, I'll give you your title rematch at the Fantasia PLE, but I have 2 demands of my own that I would like to make. First condition, the stipulation of the match falls to me. You have no say in the decision whatsoever. The final stipulation is a very simple one. If you're going to win this belt back from me, you've got to do it by yourself. No family makes any appearance at ringside whatsoever. If they do, then this title remains with me and you lose any future opportunity at the title while it is in my possession. The choice is yours. Do we have a deal or not?
Deal.
How about that?
There you go. I remember the last time Wonder Woman challenged Matt McIntyre to a match in the middle of the ring like this. Matt immediately said no. This time it's completely different. He says yes, and there you go. We've got a matchup confirmed for Fantasia.
Yep, the question is, what stipulation will Wonder Woman have as the champion going in, and how will Matt deal with the pressure of not having any family at ringside? A lot of questions to answer, but up next, what a main event. Stay tuned, folks. Saturday Night Smash continues after this. As we draw closer to August 2nd and the second iteration of the Fantasia PLE, we now get ready for our main event. And Jack, I have been told by authorities backstage that they have reinforced the ring for tonight's main event.
Good, because I was worried about whether or not it was going to survive this one. think it was me who mentioned this in passing. We would like to see a Thanos versus Kratos match. We'll see Kratos making his debut here on Saturday Night Smash. And I guess that Commissioner Nick Fury was listening and took that one to heart, because here we go.
Two massive individuals looking to build momentum here, as both are going to be involved in the remaining 3 fatal 4-way qualifying matches to try and get to Fantasia and become the inaugural Universal Heavyweight Champion.
And his opponent from Athens, Greece, weighing in at 287 pounds, Kron!
With this new age after the draft and these new faces making their appearances on both Thursday Night Throwdown and Saturday Night Smash, we've seen some incredible debuts here this evening. Spider-Man taking Shaggy to the limit in tonight's opener. Dr. Eggman with a great showing in the first of those Universal Heavyweight Champion qualifying matchups, and now Kratos gonna have to take on the Titan of FWE.
I'm glad that the ring is reinforced here, because these two, I mean, it's going to be war. You know Kratos is certainly not somebody who's going to hold back from any kind of a matchup, but how many people get to say that they made their debut against Thanos?
And not to take anything away from you with your feud with Thanos, but how many individuals can say that they're facing Thanos on almost equal footing in size, stature, and power?
Not many. I mean, that's kind of the reason why I was so, open to that Thanos challenge at first, because when it was first starting out, it was me against the big guy, and there was motivation behind that. This is just big guy versus big guy.
You do not expect to see these individuals make their way to the top rope and do those flippy-dippy-doo-dahs. This is going to be ground and pound, power versus power. Thanos with the early advantage here on Kratos. Let's have maybe a slight height advantage. Does Thanos? Big splash in the corner.
Now they're going to get their way to the outside of the ring. This is something I was worried about here when the action spills to the outside. These two are not going to hold anything back, and, there's dangerous stuff from out here.
Both these individuals, not only are they fighters, they're straight up warmongers. So I feel like being on the outside of the ring, having all of this destruction at your disposal, I feel like that fits in both of their wheelhouses.
Well, these two are getting closer to the entrance ramp. They got to be mindful of the count. That's something that they might not necessarily always be used to, is playing by the rules here, but got to have the winning pinfall or submission happening inside the ring.
Thanos deposits Kratos back inside the ring, makes his way back in as well, so... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, goodness. Straight forearm does nothing to Thanos, but that forearm shot rocks Kratos for the moment, and now a bit of a vice grip there on the shoulder blades. That just took Kratos down to his knees, and almost looked like Kratos might have potentially halfway passed out, as here's the cover by Thanos on Kratos, who's going to power out at 2.
Lock in that grip, and another knee to the head. Not necessarily surprising that a guy like Thanos is going for the head. Uh-oh.
Oh, look at that!
Whoa!
Massive back body drop. Did you see the ring shake?
That might have been the biggest back body drop we've ever seen in FWE, ever.
My goodness. And now Thanos just picking up Kratos like a small child, throwing him across the ring.
Which is impressive considering the size of Kratos.
Thanos gonna work on that leg. Got a thing for both these individuals. You take away the vertical base, you take away the power, you're firmly in control of the matchup. Now wrenching on the neck.
Again, that head and neck area.
Again, as mentioned, both Thanos and Kratos, they will be involved in the remaining fatal 4-way qualifying matchups. Ooh, look out, Ernest Wright. You don't want to be in the way of that individual.
I do not envy Ernest Wright in the slightest here. I do not want. I'm the last person that wants to get between these two. I can take them one-on-one. I don't mind that, but between them both in the ring, yeah, count me out.
Yeah, Ernest Wright's already taken a bump tonight. I don't think he wants to take a bump from either of these two monsters.
Thanos again going to the head area, just scratching on his eyes. Oh boy!
That was a nice reversal by Kratos. I think Thanos was going for a back body drop, and Kratos reversed it into a bulldog, and now the power bomb.
Just watching the way the whole ring is vibrating from those power bombs.
Are we sure we're not getting a call from a weather service for seismic activity somewhere in Albany, New York? Because every time they hit the ring, you can feel the ground shake underneath us.
Kratos taking an opportunity to show off. I think there's a little bit of added motivation for this matchup too if you're Kratos, because he was the last pick selected in the draft by Saturday Night Smash, so the fact that they were willing to take a chance on him and draft him, he's going to want to prove something in this matchup.
Thanos again with that vice grip on the shoulders. Kratos down to his knees here. And again, just slumps down to the ground. Not a submission move to put him away, but certainly a great wear-down tactic to give Thanos the advantage. Oh, gosh! What a massive uppercut by Kratos! Is that enough to win? No! How did Thanos kick out?
I have no idea, but now you can tell that's just going to piss Kratos off even more. He's going to go to this. Oh, no.
Massive
He went to the middle rope.
splash. You hear the crowd here chanting "Fight forever," but it may be over with the cover on Thanos, who powers out at 2 again.
That's going to do something mentally if you're Thanos. Get him in all those 2 counts repeatedly. Thanos still hasn't been able to get Kratos in any kind of pinning combination just yet.
And again, like we said, this is the first time that Thanos has ever really been in the ring with someone that can match him in the power game. It's got to throw him off a little bit because he's been so used to being the bigger, stronger individual in all of his matchups.
Absolutely. Maybe he's thrown off guard by all this.
Oh my gosh, what a Uranagi! And where is Kratos going? No way.
Not up there.
Oh my goodness. I said they wouldn't go to the top rope. I guess I was wrong. Kratos. Oh my goodness. A battering ram shoulder tackle takes Thanos down.
It's like being on the literal end of a bulldozer.
Laying in the stomps. Kratos firmly in control here in his debut match. Picked up Thanos from a dead weight into a running power slam.
And he's not going for the cover. You would think if he goes for the cover, that's the end of the match. Oh, Thanos with a reversal.
And now Thanos back up to his feet. Could have been a costly mistake there by Kratos. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he's in
I've been here
the
before.
powerbomb position.
I've been here before.
Gracious. Massive powerbomb by Thanos. Cover on Kratos, and Kratos with the kick out.
And Kratos is putting on a show here in his first matchup, win or lose, but you would feel like there's, like I said earlier, there's pressure on him to try and win this matchup. Being a draft pick, wanting to prove that the selection was worth it.
He's back up to his feet. Oh, reversal by Thanos has him up. Maybe for a power slam position. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He's thinking choke slam. This could be it.
Oh, no!
Oh!
He hit the end game. The end game knockout punch. Kratos may be out. His lights may be dimmed. Cover by Thanos. And Thanos picks up the victory with the knockout punch.
One hell of a punch from Thanos, but the amount of fight that Kratos put up in this matchup, you would have to feel like this might not necessarily be over. Kratos has not necessarily got to take losses lightly, if I know anything about it.
An absolute slugfest between two behemoths here tonight in this main event. Thanos may be building some momentum towards his fatal four-way, looking to make his way to Fantasia to win the Universal Heavyweight Championship. But thank you all for joining us here tonight for Saturday Night Smash. We'll see you next Thursday for Thursday Night Throwdown here on FWE.